All right, on this video we're going to look at attachments, putting attachments on your website, adding links within a page, and then also uploading documents to Google Drive, which will be a little bit of a review because we did some of that under when we looked at the calendar. So that's what we're going to do today. You're going to go to your sites and click on from the Go page, click on Sites, and then you should have a website here, and we're going to click on that. So in previous episodes, we've done created a few different pages, and so we still have those pages here. And one of the things that you can do is on each page, you've got some options, some page options. So we're actually even gonna let's go ahead and make one extra page right now. And so to do that, you'll remember you click on New Page, and I'm going to title this Notes. And we'll do Create. And so now there's different things here. We can add files, we can add comments and things like that, and those are things that traditionally I often take off but don't always. And so a Notes page might be a page where you might not want to do that, where you might not want to take all of those things off. So I'm going to, for now, just leave it at that and click Save. And because it's not on the editing page where you would change whether these things show up. And so I still don't need comments on any of my pages. And so I'm going to, this is a page action. It's just something I'm doing to this page. So I'm going to click on this button here. And at the top is Page Actions. And I'm going to look for Page Settings. And I'm going to not allow comments. And once again, you really don't need your page title to show up. It's a little redundant because once you've got your tab over here, that will be selected and people see, oh, I'm on the Notes page. So then having the title, it's just a little redundant. It's extra that you don't need. So right now it looks a little bare because there's nothing here on this page. And so let's go ahead, before we forget to put the tab on there, let's go ahead and do that. And that tab would show up on every page. So it's under Site Actions, and so it's Edit the Site Layout, and we hover over the horizontal navigation bar, that area. You then click on it, Add Page, and we did just create a Notes page, and so I'm going to select Notes and click OK. And then you'll see it's here, and I could change the order. Let's say I don't want tutorials to be my first one because people really, they're not as likely to go to your website for that or whatever. And so you think the calendar and your Notes page are more important, so you want to put them first or something. So you can arrange their order that way. And so you click OK, and now all of a sudden see I've got Home, Calendar, Notes, and Tutorial. And so you see what I mean. This Notes is highlighted so people would recognize, oh, I must be on the Notes page. Now I can't do anything else, anything else that I want to do from here, so I'm going to go ahead and click Close. And so now I'm on my Notes page, but let's do some editing here. And so all right, so this is going to give us an opportunity to do a few different things here. So I just kind of made something up on the fly here. So I've got that information in here. I've clicked Save. Let's say I don't know if you don't have a lot of notes that you hand out or something like that. One way, or if you wanted to create a bunch of tabs for each chapter, so you had a chapter 3, a chapter 4, you could do that. And one way you could just simply add notes is you click on Add Files, and then you select the notes. You find in your computer, wherever it is, your notes. And so let's say you have notes from chapter 3, and so you want them to have the Roanoke notes, and you click Open. and it's going to upload, and it's directly uploading that PowerPoint. And then I just add another one. Let's say I want them to also have the Plymouth Colony notes, and I click and I add those, and so then they have all that. And that's a pretty simple way to do it. And they'll have it, and you could even edit this page and tell them below. You could write up here the notes below, Roanoke notes, or you could give a little more information or whatever it is that you need to do. I've added some notes. That's one way. That's an attachment. It's a simple way. It's an effective way. There's nothing wrong with simple. But you also, perhaps you want to give information about something. So one of the things, let me show you here. On my website, one of the things in my class we do is called Reading Like a Historian. And so it's from Stanford University. They have some curriculum there. And so I just wanted to let the teachers know about it. And so I put the link there. Now, actually, yesterday, this website was down. But it may be back up. Hopefully it is. So I made that a link, so parents or students could go to that website and find out more about what Reading Like a Historian is all about. And so I want to show you how to do that, how to make these words a link on their own. And you can link to another website like I've done here, or you can actually link to notes. So we'll do both of those real quickly. So the first one let's do is linking to some other notes that you've done. And so notice I said you can find a template here. And so I'm going to highlight here. I'm not going to do that yet. I have to go to the edit page. I'm going to then highlight the word that I want to make a link. And you'll notice there's a chain-like icon here. It's a link. It's a chain link. And so that's kind of a reminder that, okay, I want to link. And so you click on that. And then it's going to give you an option. Is it another page on your website that you're linking to? So a sites page? Is it a web address that you're going to link to? And in this case, those are the two easiest ones to do. But a web address can include anything that you have in your Google Drive, because all those documents in your Google Drive have a web address. And so what you have to do is let's go ahead and go to my Google Drive. And I think I have probably a template for Cornell Notes, so I'm just going to check, because one of the things about Google Drive sometimes is, no, I don't already have one on there, so I'm just going to use a different one. But one of the things that sometimes can be difficult is, I've got a lot of documents here. This search feature is really helpful, so it can help you find whatever it is that you need. And so let's say that I'm just going to imagine that this study guide here was my template. And so I'm going to click on it. And this doesn't actually open up. It's not opening up. It's just kind of giving me a preview. So I actually want to then click open. And the reason I want to do that is because this is actually closer to, this is going to be the web address that I actually need for to link to. And so I've now highlighted that web address and hit copy, and then I'm going to go back to my notes page, and once again I'm going to highlight what I want to link, the word I want to link, and I'm going to hit link, and I'm going to put the web address, and I'm going to just paste it in there. And then I like it to open up in a new tab, so that when a student is on your website and they want to click on notes, it doesn't just take them to the new page, and it'll open up in a new window so that they can still be on my website if, let's say, they've clicked on the wrong one accidentally. I think it's a little more convenient for the user, but that's just my preference. And then I click OK, and so now it's there. And now I make sure I click Save. And so then when somebody clicks on it, it takes them to, in this case it takes them to the study guide, but in theory it would take them to your template over Cornell Notes. That is how you could link, and so in theory what you could do very easily is, once again I have to click edit. You could, one way to organize your notes would be chapter 3, and then you put Jamestown, or Roanoke, then Jamestown, and then Plymouth, or whatever your notes obviously would be, or chapter 3 section 1, chapter 3 section 2, chapter 3 section 4, however you want to title it, and that you simply make these a link, just like I did here with the template. And then as the year progresses, and obviously you may want to format things a little bit differently. So your chapter 3, you underline it and bold it, and then these will all be kind of. And maybe you don't want to underline it because then the links are underlined automatically. So actually not underlining it differentiates it maybe more. So you put chapter 3 bolded, italic. You play around with how you want the formatting to look. And once again, you could also change the layout, how you do that, different columns and things like that. I often will do like a left sidebar. And so you notice here I changed the content around a little bit. I'm going to cut and paste, and I'm going to put that here. And so this is one way to do it. So you've got some information here, more general information here, and then let's say you do want your chapter information off to the side, and then as the year progresses, so you're on chapter 3 right now. As the year progresses, you just push, you come back and edit the page, and then here you do chapter 4, and you put your notes under here. So section, and notice section 1, section 2, section 3, however you have it, and you will just make these all links so that you have your notes, and they have access to all the notes. So this is one way to do it. You can attach at the bottom. That could get to be a very long list as the year progresses. So that could be a little more cumbersome as far as just visually what it looks like. So this you could organize a little more tightly, and I think may look a little bit sharper, but depending, some of that just depends on your comfort level in being able to add it, and how to do this. So we have added attachments and we've made links. Now I'm going to real quickly review how to upload something to your Google Drive, just in case you have any trouble with that or you need to do that. And so you go to your Go page, or whatever page you have, and you're going to go to Drive, and the up arrow, you're going to upload files, and then you're going to have to find wherever your notes are on your computer, and just kind of click through until you get to the notes that you want to upload. Remember, it's very important that you always, after you've uploaded it, and it takes a minute, you can see over here it says finishing. Okay, now it's uploaded. Go ahead at that time, go ahead and share it. And unless there's some reason why it shouldn't be public on the web, usually that's the easiest, because that's going to be the easiest for anybody to make sure they're able to see whatever it is you want them to see. And then you click Save, and then Done, and so that is uploading notes to the Google Drive. So